welcome to Wine Dan, the podcast where we talk wine and everything that goes with it. And today, it's probably one of my favorite things to talk about is diamonds. We have Ted Gonzales from Pacific Diamond and Wedding Rings. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm so excited.
I mean, styling me and Halia out, like, hi.
I feel like $1,000,000 right now.
I need sunglasses. I really do. Like, it's just
No,
so much.
you gotta show your watch. I saw that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's really good, right? Is it weird that I feel like more manly than I've ever felt in my entire life? I'm just gonna take it and run. I mean, thanks for the watch. I'm obviously gonna keep it. Do you have a story about this?
Well, actually, that's kind of an unusual timepiece. That goes back to 1968. What they call it is a pre-Daytona. And before the original Daytona came out, this was kind of like the qualifier to the manufacturer, yeah. But very rare. I mean, there's probably a handful of them, or I mean a handful, probably like 5 of them in the world. Yeah.
Wow.
And I was fortunate enough to run across it. I've been trying to buy that watch for 15 years. So it's it was kind of exciting to me when I was actually, consummate the deal. It was very good.
I'll try not to mess it up as I pour the wine.
That's okay. It's waterproof. You're safe.
It's waterproof?
Yeah. Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
That's why you spent the money for it, right?
Right.
That's the real reason. Wanted a waterproof wine. Wow, this is like the most nervous I've ever been pouring wine.
Don't get it on the diamonds.
Yeah, but we're talking wine and diamonds today. I brought, and I probably should show off the cork, but I brought, you know how much wine I drink, right? On a daily basis.
Please remind us.
A lot.
Okay.
This is the only cork that I have in my possession that actually has wine diamonds on it. Yeah, so this is from Kathy Corazin, one of the first female winemakers in Napa Valley, from her famous Kronos vineyard. This cork actually has a special meaning for me too. This is the first time that my girlfriend and I went to Napa. We had dinner at Press. So this 1998 was actually the very first wine that we drank dinner there. So it has diamonds on it.
So you better get a diamond for her.
Yeah, I mean, if this doesn't tell you to put a ring on it,
that joke is played out already. We did that in season 1.
This is season 2.
That ring? Yeah, I need to work 100 years for like 100 lifetimes.
But it's just the idea of like putting a ring on it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Christopher.
Thanks, Moani.
Moani's going to be like this the whole episode.
You see what I have to deal with today? But wine and diamonds, so like it's a lot of people see this as a flaw. And in fact, a lot of producers like actively work to fight against this. So what they do is a process called cold stabilization. They basically freeze the wine for a little bit. That like these things are naturally occurring, and they bind with potassium. So like you don't see this in the wine, and it's weird, right? Like it's kind of like a form of manipulation, but mass market people don't like to see these kind of things in their wine. It kind of looks like broken glass in the liquid, but it's like when you eat poke, do you want fresh or frozen poke, right? Like things that aren't messed with, things that aren't like manipulated, I feel like have a better story and taste maybe inherently better. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this wine as much as I do.
Cheers.
That's actually a bottle we brought back from that trip too.
Oh.
Yeah, so don't drink all of it, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna go home and cook a steak with it. Yeah, she's one of my favorite winemakers out of the entire valley. A gem in my cellar, no pun intended.
Oh my goodness, that's delicious.
Yeah? We'll
It
trade.
really is. All right.
1 for 1, that's about equal, right?
He gave you the approval.
So you told us that story about the watch. Is there any other story or behind any of else that
the necklace you're wearing, Moani, that's a Victorian. Somewhere between 1939, 1901, that was actually manufactured.
I'm gonna move your hair.
And the unique thing about it is that they're actually not faceted diamonds. They're all rose cut because they really didn't know how to cut them back then. Today's brilliant round diamond, right? But the story goes back. I've had it for several years. A lady sold it to me, and it's not for sale. When my customers get married, I offer it if they want to wear it on their wedding day. So we've lent it out quite a few times.
Wow. That's so
What?
sweet.
All I have to do is get married.
But you have to have him as your jeweler.
Oh yeah, I mean it's
There's the
gonna
catch.
happen. Not so much of a catch.
That's
Oh,
amazing
that's
that
a rad
you have that like not only partnership or that business, but you also create memories between you and your clients.
Well, that's the exciting part about the diamond business is that, you sell them a diamond and, we wait on, our customers, we wait on quite a bit of them. So sometimes I get complacent of who our customers are, but they always remember us because they remember the diamond that we sold them. And so when they come back, I'm always happy to see what we can do for them.
Very cool.
We recently, not recently, probably about, right before the pandemic, we lent that out to a couple in Kauai, and she was thrilled. She really was. She just couldn't believe it.
Oh my goodness.
She had a very beautiful white wedding dress, and everything just really complemented each other.
That is amazing. So we'll talk more, but we have to take a quick break. We'll see you when we get back. Rest easy with the new windows from Windows Hawaii, featuring Ali'i Extreme windows with their exclusive sound reduction and security package. Call 671-0808 today. Enjoy Andis Winery's new painted fields Cuvée Blanc featuring the sought-after Vermentino varietal, exclusively at 7-Eleven Hawaii.
Welcome back to Wine and Diamonds. Ted, we were just talking about the wonderful Victorian necklace that Moani is wearing. Can you tell me the value of the necklace?
I have 3 gemologists that worked in my store, and they all like to get on, take a part of trying to figure out actually the value. Okay, but somewhere right at about 85 carats of diamonds in the 18 karat white gold setting. I mean, these Victorian or these older pieces is really hard to pinpoint the value. We're somewhere right about $250,000 for the necklace. Yeah.
I've never wanted to cut Moani's head off so much. It's like so bad.
I hope that's coming from love. No,
Yeah,
but you
sure.
let that couple from before we took a break take it to
absolutely.
Kauai.
Yeah.
I'm from Kauai, Ted, and I plan to get married someday on Kauai.
Oh, okay, good. Well, the couple from Kauai that got married were the Shigimotos. They're very popular on Kauai.
Oh yeah.
So that's who we landed, Uncle Tom Shigimoto.
I would be so nervous.
Okay, let's talk about the other jewelry. So we have a bunch of rings on. Wait, can we talk about this rock, please? Because I'm just.
You know what? In the true definition, that's a rock. It really is.
That is a rock.
It's right about 15 carats. And,
What?
So
So that's almost equivalent to like all of the things that Moani has on her neck.
almost,
no, is
almost.
that carat like
Yeah.
is 15 and 18, or is that too simple?
Well, God woke up one morning and he was very nice and created that. It's not supposed to exist, okay? Diamond that big and that beautiful. But we do sell them. As pretentious as it might be, it's very beautiful, and customers do come in and they try them on and they look at them and we sell them.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to not talk. I'm just like.
Wait, so the worth on that estimated?
Well, Moani's kind of dressed up today, but that's like another $250,000. Okay.
Ted, do you have security? Like, how did you get here?
Seriously.
I rode my bicycle. It's right outside.
With the diamond.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay, well, we'll make sure you get home safely
Okay, all
today.
right.
Oh my goodness.
I have to just give this out because I feel kind of proud that I know some type of diamond terminology, but the 4 C's. So there's carat, cut, color, and carat weight, correct?
Yeah.
Winning.
I learned something.
Carat, sorry, what was it? Carat, cut, color. You know that they start with,
The 4 C's.
The 4 C's. So it's
Yeah.
like the 4 C's of a diamond.
does carat start with the C or K?
C.
C.
Really?
Well, our carats do.
Yeah.
That's how much
It's okay.
I know.
It's okay.
Noted.
I
That's
can
how,
educate you
that's
later.
how far I am from getting married, apparently.
Well, now
Is
you're
this helping?
so much more educated when you pick out your ring.
that's definitely not helping at all.
So what do you love about working with diamonds? And
The people, the
Okay.
customers. I mean, I've met an extraordinary amount of really neat people. Lanai, one of them, and
Really?
they.
Wait. What did Lanai get from you?
I don't know. It's been so much I can't count.
Just threw under the bus.
And does he have good taste?
Yeah.
He has excellent taste. He really does.
So is this like a family thing? You mentioned earlier that you
Well,
have a
yeah.
son.
My wife and I opened up our company in 1996, and my niece is actually the head gemologist and the general manager of the company.
Nice.
So we keep everything tight and keep things very efficient. And our customers, of course, are the most important thing to us. So we make sure they're always happy.
Right here in Hawaii, 1996?
Yep.
Wow, so truly a family business.
It really is. Yeah, I came here from Denver, Colorado,
Oh.
and I decided to. There was an old jeweler at the time, and his name was Jock Adler. I don't know if anybody remembers, kind of out of your age time, but he was House of Adler was the name of his jewelry stores. And I came over here to manage one of his stores, and eventually met my wife, and we opened up Pacific Diamond.
Your wife must be one lucky woman.
I know,
Tell
I'm
us,
just
tell us
thinking.
more about your wife. Like, what have you?
I'm actually the lucky one.
Oh.
A diamond salesperson and smooth. Jeez, Ted, you got it all.
I really am the lucky one. She's an amazing lady, and I'm so happy I married her, or she married me.
Tell us about the most valuable or your favorite piece that you've gifted to her.
Well, I got to tell you, she asked me to bring it this morning, and I did not. And I don't know why, but I should have. But about our 25th wedding anniversary, I gave her a 2-carat flawless pink diamond. And they're not supposed to exist. And one came across the trading floor, and you know what's really strange? What's so terrific about her is that she's never really asked for a piece of jewelry. I've given her things. She said, "No, I'll pass, honey."
Hold that thought, Ted. I want to hear more about this story, but we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I do.
I definitely do.
120-day peace of mind guarantee exclusively at Inspiration Interiors. Inspiration will refund you the difference if you find a lower price on identical merchandise delivered in Hawaii. When the sun comes up, your bill goes down with Revolusun. Call 748-8888 or visit online at revolusun.com now. Hawaii's premier solar provider. Alright, hey guys, welcome back. So we are talking everything diamonds, and we left off with talking about your wife.
My wife.
So it was a pink stuff.
Pear-shaped. Pear-shaped pink diamond.
Okay.
And she designed her own ring to set it in. And there was only one rule, if you can believe that, before I gave it to her, that she wears it every day, and she does.
Oh.
That's why you couldn't bring it today. That's why you couldn't bring it today.
Because it was on her finger.
It was on her finger.
Next time bring her, we'd love to meet her.
She's like, no, I kept my promise. I'm going to wear it, so
Exactly.
you can't take
That
it.
is so
So
sweet.
trading floor. I'm so unfamiliar with diamonds, the supply and demand. I mean, what is a trading floor?
Well,
Is it like a fish auction?
Yeah, well, we partner up with an office in Israel, and this is kind of the diamond capital of the world. And anything
sense.
unique that comes through the floor or the offices, they give us a call, and they say, "Hey, Ted, I got something kind of neat. I don't think you'll see it again." And remember, I have a 25-year-old history with these people, so we really do get first choice of some of the more unique diamonds that come through, and that flawless pink diamond was one of them.
So it really is. It's all about relationships.
You know
in
what?
Business.
The diamond business is all about relationships.
Wow.
The newcomers have a hard time. The old guys like me, our job gets a lot easier just because of the relationships we built over the years.
The only thing I really know about diamonds, and this is gonna sound so ignorant, is learned from watching the movie Uncut Gems.
Oh yeah,
How
Adam
real
Sandler.
is that? Because
I would say Adam Sandler nailed it.
really,
Nailed it. Yeah, he really did a good job, and that's kind of how the business is in New York. It's a hustle and it's a bustle. I'm glad I'm in Hawaii, where I can it's not quite like that. It's a little bit more stable.
Ted, if
So
you
you
tell me
would
that movie
say
is
that-
based on you, I'm gonna like drop my glass
Wait,
right
is
now.
it?
It is, right? You're Adam Sandler.
No, I'm not.
Okay, all right.
But you would say that how Adam portrayed his character and everything is pretty on the spot.
I'm telling you, he nailed it. And I was
Really?
upset that he didn't get more recognition for what a great role he played in that particular
You know, I have to
film.
be honest, I did watch it, and at first I wasn't really for it, how it kind of played out, but I just kind of forced myself to watch it. It was actually, he did a really good job.
Right, how
He
he
did
changes
really-
his character like that.
I was
It's
like-
amazing.
That's insane. But yeah.
I mean, like theft, robbery, all that kind of stuff. Is that something that we have to be aware of as well?
I think in the big cities, anything can happen.
Oh,
That's why it's nice to be in Honolulu.
Hawaii, yeah. And this is a very romantic place. People come
It
here to get
is.
married all the time, so I'm sure you get a lot of business from that.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of businesses or a lot of people that come in and
That's awesome.
from the mainland, and it's a nice business to be in.
I'll say, it's an ice business to be in. But I want to drink more wine now. Sorry,
You should get 5 stars.
You're killing it with the puns. You really are.
I'm just gonna sit here and drink more.
So is there anything that like you create? Are you still kind of creating jewelry?
We do. I mean, the internet has made everything so much easier than when I first, got in the business. And they have these CAD programs where you can just pick up the images, and people can actually create their own rings and make it as unique as possible. So we do a lot of that. And we one of the things I pride myself on is in the entire Pacific Ocean, and certainly in the entire state, we have the only gem cutter. So you can actually walk into our store, and there's a studio, and he sits there and he cuts rubies, sapphires, polishes, emeralds, jade, and that's a real unique thing about us. No one else does it.
Wow. So people could actually come in and see, say if they're making a ring or putting a ring together. Could they watch?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we want them to. We want to get it perfect. We try to nail it the first time. Yeah.
So you can kind of design your own as well. Is there like how your wife?
Yeah, you don't really kinda. You can do it all on your own. I mean, we can use your imagination to create a ring, and it's easy to do.
Really?
Absolutely.
So how would that process look like for like first time? Like just like asking for a friend. If somebody wanted
Or
to,
asking for yourself. It's
like,
okay.
I find it old fashioned. It's sort of like, oh, I picked this ring for the person I want to marry. It's like ordering for the chick on the date. Like that's
Right.
archaic. Nobody does that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you find that couples come in and like do it together and like?
Oh
pick
yeah,
their own design and
absolutely.
all?
I mean, well, you know what? I'm an older guy, so I like the romantic part with the surprise and
Oh.
making the timing right. But you're right. The new trend is they come up with their husband. I know what I want, baby. Help me design it.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to take a quick break. We're actually going to go over to Tevis for the cocktail of the week. When we get back, we'll continue to talk to Ted.
Mahalo guys, welcome back to today's cocktail of the week. This week's cocktail is going to be called Diamonds Are Forever. Very simple cocktail that we're making for you. 3 ingredients. First thing we want to use is some vanilla vodka. So I took regular Kettle One and actually infused it with some fresh vanilla bean pods in here. Slice those down the middle, kind of open them up a little bit, get those beans going. Dropped it right in here. 24 hours later, we're ready to go. For here, we're going to use 1.5 ounces of vanilla vodka. 2 ounces if you're cheeky. I just put 2 ounces. We're also gonna add some honey lavender syrup. Now there's a couple ways you can go about this. You can buy honey lavender as is. Cut that with 1 part water to 1 part honey. Or you can infuse this with some lavender by steeping lavender into the water and using that water to cut just plain old honey. We're gonna do 3/4 ounce of our honey lavender syrup. And the last thing is just some lemon juice. So 3/4 ounces here. We're gonna shake this up and serve it in a martini type glass. Our garnish today is gonna be some pretty edible flowers. Now we'll double strain this drink out just to get those ice particles out of it. Those ice particles add nice texture, but if you leave them in there too long, they eventually melt down and become water. So we don't want to over dilute our drink here. Very simple vodka sour type of cocktail. Got a nice little edible flower here, picked up from Whole Foods. And right here we got Diamonds Are Forever. Cheers.
Welcome back to Wine and all right, Ted. So we're curious because, I mean, I've never gotten engaged before. Moani hasn't. What is the process like for my future husband? How do you go about the process of actually like sizing up the ring and then surprising them, finding out what they like?
Well, things have changed, and now it's more of a 1, 2, 3 step process.
Yeah.
Her best friend tells the fiance, "Hey, listen, we've been together. I know what she's gunning for. Let's give that a try." The other comes in. We give him a little bit of an education. He kind of fills out if it's more of the surprise, and the third is that they both come in together, and they find out what they like as a couple, and everything's magic. It's all right there. We figure out the size. We set the diamond.
Yeah, it's really cool to see two of my best friends. Well, one of my best friends, she's now married and they have kids, but her now husband at the time had reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I really need to figure out what size your finger is." And there was a ring that she always wore, so I just grabbed it and kind of put it on my finger, and then I was like, "Oh, what size is this?" When I was over at her house, and she was like, "Oh, it's this size." And even when he was going back and forth and creating the ring, he would like send it to me and be like, "Do you think this is her?" And even recently, actually on Christmas Day, my best friend Alexa, she got engaged, and she was like, "When do you think he's gonna propose?" And I was like, "I don't know, I'd say like 5 months." And he's like on the side, like, "Okay, is it like this? Wait, was it cushion cut? Do you think this is a good size?" Right. And I'm like, did you get the photo on her desktop? Like, she literally had the wedding ring on her photo of her desktop computer. Oh. No, this was way before they met.
She was throwing
hints. This was way before they met. Like, she had it on her desktop for like, I would say 7+ years. But it was just always something that she had. No, I think
I'm joking.
You know what? Just because you're hating and you're delaying being engaged, it's okay.
So what's the lead time? Like the couple comes in, they pick it out. What's the lead time for it?
Oh, I would say a couple months. I mean, just make
that's
sure
it?
we nail it. Yeah. We had one of my favorite clients. I sold him a very nice ring, and he was going with the element of surprise. And he kept this ring wherever they went. They were a nice, proper couple. So when I went out for dinner, or when they walked out, he always had the diamond in his pocket. I'm not talking for a little while. I'm talking for almost a year. Oh. And he was waiting for the perfect timing. So anyway, he goes over to her house. She was making him dinner. She burns the roast. Ask him, "Geez, I'm so sorry." He goes, "I mean, will you ever marry me?" And he pulled out the ring. So sometimes, timing is everything.
That is so good.
Way to set the bar, dude.
So it is kind of nice, the element of surprise. I'm a romantic, so I'm the surprise type.
And that way I can cheap out on it a little bit, right? She doesn't know how much it is.
Well, we'll tell her, but okay.
Ted, you're supposed to get my friend. You're supposed to be have my back.
Is there any way that we can find you on social media or websites?
Oh, sure. We're on Instagram and we're on the Facebook, and we do quite a bit of advertising digitally, so we're easy to find.
You have sales online as well?
We do.
Cool. You get Kamaina.
We're all Kamaina. Everybody gets a great deal.
But Instagram is Pacific Diamond 808.
Correct.
And then your website, what is your website?
PacificDiamond808.com.
Okay, there you go. Well, cheers.
Thanks so much for coming, Ted.
Thank you.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for letting us work. All right, hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube extended version. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, tell your friends. Also, leave comments down below. We love to see what you have to say. If there's anything you want us to ask, future topics, let us know.
Tell us how pretty we look.
Tell us how amazing these diamonds are. So, before they, call to action, you were talking about how some kids come in and they spend $30,000, $20,000.
Young guys, and I'm starting to believe it's like kind of keeping up with the Joneses, so to speak. Oh, my girlfriend got a 1.5 carat. Oh, don't worry, honey, I'll get you a 2 carat. And I think that's kind of like pushing the industry a little bit because nobody wants the smaller diamonds these days. Our average sale now is right about 1 carat. I remember in the older days used to be 1/2 carat, 3/4 of a carat, and people are going bazonkers. They want the big goods and they want them to be nice.
Well, what's the typical, because the old school rule of thumb is like what, 3 months salary?
3 months salary.
Okay, so I was making not a lot of money during the pandemic, so that like absolves me of having a nicer ring, or?
Not necessarily.
Thanks, Ted.
I mean,
My girlfriend watches the show.
But I would have to look for something for about $150,000, so that's when it gets scary.
Tell us about where these are from. Where some of these pieces are from.
Well, a lot of these we manufactured. The ring that you're wearing right there is actually colored rough diamonds. We decided not to cut those and actually manufacture them into a nice ring. The bracelet that you're wearing right there is also uncut diamonds that are colored that we manufactured into a nice gold freestyle bracelet like that. And over here, this is the newest trend out right here, guys. See how it dangles from the bottom?
I love that.
We can actually size that.
I like that.
Kind of works on a tightening clasp there.
Is that a colored piece?
That's rose gold.
I love rose gold. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
So when you say uncut, the diamond, you get the diamond.
They haven't been faceted.
Oh.
So we haven't actually. They're referred to as rough diamonds, yeah.
Okay.
And then we get the diamond and we set it to the cutters, and they actually cut them into a princess cut, a round shape, whatever the rough at that point might exaggerate, and then we'll go ahead and go with that particular shape.
I'm gonna give myself one more chance. It's like wine, right? Like the more you spend, not necessarily like is the best bottle for you at that particular time. Is that true with diamonds as well? Or like the quality is definitely directly related to the price you're gonna spend.
Yeah, it is. I mean, guy, let me tell you something, folks. There's no secret in this business, okay? I mean, the best thing you can do is shop and compare value. Everybody seems to have different price points for the same diamond. And that's why, you have to be educated and you have to be particular. And when you get into that comfortability zone where you think you have enough knowledge, and you have kind of the style you want to go, that's when we come in and we'll help you out with that. But yeah, a lot of people now, they shop a little bit more and get educated.
Or we can just go to see you first and foremost, right? And then like we can find. I mean, I can trust you, and you can. Yeah. You
can trust us, and we really have a neat staff, and they're all amazing, and they all have great ideas, and our employees have been with us 15, 20 years, so they have a good hold on the industry of what's the current trends, what's coming up. We get all this data from New York, Israel, the upcoming styles, so we try to stay on top of the game and kind of direct our customers on what might be a good idea.
What is like the most popular purchase that you guys get when people come in? Is it earrings? Is it obviously probably wedding rings, but also what is the popular like cut? Is it princess?
It's really strange, and it's such a global marketing issue because at one time, remember, everybody wanted the princess cut diamond, and I couldn't keep them in stock. Now the trend is stop. Everybody wants a nice oval diamond.
Oh.
So now the oval type diamond seems to be the one trending in the industry right now, and those are the ones we're having trouble, capturing and bringing into the showroom. But when we do, we sell them. Everybody loves them, and I think some of the energy behind that is, Tiffany, Cartier, the Bouguerie. These manufacturers are coming out with these particular shapes, and then everybody wants them. Right. That's kind of how it is. And I think a lot of it is directed by, marketing and what might be a good idea. We can thank De Beers for that.
Yeah. Right. Do you see trends in like social media as well?
Oh, we do. Yeah. Everybody is coming out with their own idea.
I think it was like Ariana Grande's recent wedding ring.
Right.
I mean, how many times has she gotten engaged? But I mean, sorry. But
welcome to the extended version.
Jennifer Lopez, like she has that kind of cut.
This was Jennifer Lopez, and then Ariana Grande had the two, right? It was like floating, and it was kind of like this, but it was just two on opposite sides, and that was like the huge craze. And I see so many like
right. You're right, Moani. A lot of the celebrities kind of set the trend. for the new things coming out. I'm sure they have their designers and the designers talking them to buying it, so it can start a new style or a new selection.
So obviously you don't have any of these pieces at your shop, but is there something that is super insulting to get?
Probably a CZ.
What's a CZ?
Kubrick zirconian.
Oh.
It's basically a piece of glass. Okay.
Yeah.
That would be insulting, Chris.
Okay. But would she know the difference?
No.
She would? She wouldn't know?
Okay.
Probably not for a while.
I don't know much about diamonds. So how do you know if it's real? Like, what if, someone proposes and I'm like, how do I know if that's
Well, let me tell you
Eco C10?
the incredible thing about a diamond is that the youngest diamond known to man is 900 million years old. The oldest is about 3.5 billion years old, okay? So these diamonds have been through tremendous amounts of heat and pressure, and nature did a great job manufacturing these stones, okay? So to answer your question in a roundabout way, okay, there's nothing like a real diamond. Remember, they're the hardest substance known to man. They'll never lose their brilliance. CZ, a diamond that's a Kubrick zirconian, they'll lose their brilliance in 6 months. That diamond right there, Moani, will shine like that for the rest of your life.
That's why it's a keeper.
But 6 months is like the normal time frame, right?
I am thoroughly enjoying
You
this.
get in and get out, right?
They all can tell they're giggling at me, but yes, I am thoroughly enjoying it.
That looks great on you,
Like
too.
the line?
Chris is like, oh my gosh.
Had 15 episodes in. This is sweet.
Okay.
That's what the wine's for. But I
Oh my God.
cut you
Absolutely.
off.
Sure.
Is there like an alcohol? I know that when you go into jewelry stores or just even for certain occasions, it's more so champagne that is being served with purchasing a diamond or even, engagements. But have you seen customers come in and bring a bottle of wine or something else to?
Oh, they don't have to. We have a full bar.
Oh.
So
Even more so for
now,
you to
now
go.
he's like, I'm there. I'm gonna go.
we have a nice wine selection too, Chris.
Ted, we need to talk.
That's all I got
We
now.
need to talk.
Oh, wow.
If you ever need a former master song,
So it's basically whatever they want. Your customers just come in.
Well,
and-
sure. We offer them, drinks and coffee and water, and we offer them cocktails. So we try to make it very comfortable. We're a family business.
Right.
We want to get to know our people. We don't mind sitting down having a beer, talking story why they buy a diamond.
I like that.
That's a good thing.
Work must be fun.
Yes, it is.
Well, our job is
You
pretty
enjoy
fun
your
too.
job. Like really, you really enjoy your job.
I do. You know what? I have a great job. I've been truly blessed. I'm very fortunate to have been able to get into a business where, I can associate my family in it and kind of grow and leave a legacy. My niece is she's 36 years old, and before I throw in my hat, I know she'll take over, and the legacy will continue.
Wonderful. And when did you begin in this business? What inspired you?
I was a young guy living in Denver, Colorado, and I worked for a diamond dealer there, and he hired me to polish rings, and then eventually I learned about diamonds.
Wow.
Eventually I learned about business, and then eventually we opened up Pacific Diamond Wedding Rings.
Awesome.
I can't wait to visit.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
It's an amazing place. Come when our gym cutter's there. You'll be you'll be amazed.
I'm telling you, Ted, we gotta talk. We gotta talk.
And where are you folks located?
We have 2 locations. We're right down the street from this place on Kapiolani, Sheridan and Kapiolani. And then we have a store in Halia in the Waimalu Plaza.
All right. Okay. You sure you don't want to FaceTime your boyfriend one more time and show him the ring before we take
I
it
wish
off?
I got his response.
What was his response?
Holy shit.
That's an appropriate response.
Well, I mean, the diamond was like right in the camera, so yeah.
That's another rare gift. It's very seldom do you run across a 14, 15 karat diamond.
Yeah. Gosh. Woo. So before we let you go, but are you constantly changing out your showroom?
Oh, you
Or
have
there's-
to. I mean, we never want it to get boring. We always try to bring in the newest type of goods, and we try to stay on top of the market. And we don't need to do that. Believe me, our vendors remind us what's cooking, and we bring it in and we display it, and then we sell it.
That is amazing. All right. Well, thank you so much once again, Ted. We had fun playing dress up, and I'm sure now Chris is more enthused about going and wedding ring shopping.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Be sure to tell all your friends, hit the subscribe button. Also, leave a comment if you have anything that you'd want us to know or input on this show.
Only compliments.
Also, follow us
No hate.
at WineDan on Instagram. See you guys.
Cheers, Ted. Thanks again
Cheers.
so much.
Ted. Thanks. for
Chris, you're
joining
giving up
us.
that watch, brother?
I was gonna sneak it in my pocket. Oh, I got
You're
caught.
out.
I got caught.